Welcome back to another podcast, FOO-OLOGY podcast, August 19th, 2025, bruh.
Man, we made it far.
Damn, we've been making it far.
Yeah, made it hella far. I think last time I checked, we have 32 episodes, 31 episodes, something like that. And I'm like, God damn, bro.
You be doing that good work, bro.
We be coming through every day, man. Got some good news, and it's growing and it's growing. And I think you noticed last time, I don't know if you looked at the video, but we have these sick ass chairs, the brown leather chairs. I mean, we should probably tell them the story about them.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So basically, these chairs, they were part of another big podcast. I don't know if you guys are ever heard of the Fighter and the Kid podcast. That podcast is somehow, my sister, her husband is involved with that podcast, this and that. Anyways, they needed the chair, so shout out to them for hooking up with these chairs. They switched up their studios and all this kind of stuff, so shout out to him for hooking us up for these chairs. But I just think it's funny that, you know, if you look at their podcast clips and you look at online, and then all of a sudden we're right here sitting in them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a funny little situation.
And they were literally on the chairs, bro. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, obviously right now they're a bigger platform than us, but we'll get there eventually, you know.
But we have it's
But
almost
that's
like
really
you're on
cool.
the
It's
same
like,
vibe.
Yeah, it's like, and you said like there's a lot of people that they interviewed, that famous people that they interviewed, and they're on the chairs, and we're on them
We're
too,
just
bro.
like chilling here, like
it's
knuckleheads out in the middle of nowhere.
because we don't give a fuck about any famous people, bro. Like
Mhm.
they're human beings, like just like us, bro.
Yeah,
Everybody's like that. Fool, you just run across somebody like, oh yeah, I seen you somewhere, and it's just like, oh yeah, we do our own shit, right?
exactly right.
You know, so it's like nothing special about them, bro. And they all say it's like they could fucking die, like when anybody could die when, you know, tragic moment happens, or when it's their time to go, they get Keister, bro. But
Yeah, when it's your time, it's your time.
yeah, there's nothing special about any famous fools, bro. Like the only one I would probably praise is what's her name? The one that helped people, bro.
Ooh.
Fuck, I'm
Candace Owens,
no,
Mother Teresa.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like I would be like, holy shit, I'm like really next to her. So that one, I'd be like, oh shit, like people that helped out, legends, basically the humanity,
Yeah.
bro. Like even like Martin Luther King, man. Like
Yeah,
people like that changed humanity for the good, better. Then that's the people that I value the most.
you know what? That's a good topic, because I know a dude who, I don't know if you guys know about Sadhguru and all these gurus, but I know people who I know a guy particularly, but I'm not gonna call him out. But I just don't agree with his perspective. Like his perspective is, he tries to debunk every guy. Like he tries to debunk every guru, every this and that.
Yeah,
And it's like, bro, the way I see it personally is like, yeah, the world is darker than you think, but there are real people out there. But even if they're not, if their platform is for the good, like why are you trying to over here trying to debunk these people?
Yeah,
like it's like, okay, yeah, I understand trying to debunk fucking Donald Trump and all this kind of stuff, but
Mhm.
if somebody's just putting a good message out there and you're just attacking them, like do you ever look at these people and see like how they are, you know, like look at themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Does
Yeah,
that make sense?
a lot of dudes be putting, like you said in the last episode, bro, putting people on a pedestal,
Yeah.
just like they praise him, bro. Like he's our god and all this
Yeah.
shit, bro. That's where you fucked up, right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
true.
If that's your god too, man, then that's not a good god to be in
Yeah,
it.
I think
But-
it's when people you can respect what people say, when people put out there, but there's bigger fish to fry than trying to if you think about it, when you have everything set up in your life, when you have all the money, all this kind of stuff, all the access, you're famous, this and that, and you're still trying to put out a good message, that's not the enemy of the people, I don't think.
Yeah, definitely not, bro.
You know, it's like
And-
there's people have whatever, bro, but like that's
It's
what I
crazy
think.
that you said that, bro, because it's like Candace Owens, bro. She's like a podcaster, and she got like the guy from like there's a the president from the France way. They be coming after her because
Oh shit,
she's
yeah.
just like, oh yeah, and she's in a lawsuit because of she said what she said. We're like, that guy is a fucking. It's not a her, it's a man, fool. But
Oh yeah, that's a crazy
yeah,
story right
and
there.
and it's crazy because it's like, dude, you're a podcaster, bro. Like, and you got a whole country, basically the leader of the country, coming after you for some bullshit, bro. Like, what you think just because you have all these million of followers, bro.
Yeah,
That is crazy to me, bro. Like, God, how important do you have to be to do for someone to do that to you, bro?
that means that
Straight
she.
up,
That
bro.
means that yeah. I've heard a lot of things about Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, and that they're like CIA agents and this and that. But
Damn.
I know it's a crazy
Shit,
situation
man.
because yeah, everybody's getting exposed, and I think it's a weird time. But man, with all that kind of stuff, what do you think about that France president shit? Have you seen the pictures of her? Holy shit!
We be smoking some good cigar, bro. That shit went
That was
into
a
my lungs for
cloud.
sure,
That
bro.
was a
God
cloud of
damn.
cigar.
Fuck. Feel like fucking Scarface right now. Was fucking a cigar. Holy shit, that shit went in my lungs for sure,
I
bro.
just saw a huge cloud.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
bro. I was like, oh shit. Bro. Like, but
Yeah, if you're not on the video, we had some cigars, obviously.
yeah,
Shout out to the homie, bro.
and everybody, thank you guys for subscribing, bro. You be putting on YouTube. We be getting a lot of love on YouTube, bro. Like, God, that's the hardest platform too,
I
bro.
know, and we're barely starting.
God
We're barely getting
damn,
started
bro.
on the YouTube shit, man.
This will the homie Eddie be posting us some good ass videos on YouTube, and it's just like, obviously YouTube is like the hardest platform to put your content on, and it's just like, man, the homie be already be putting some numbers in, bro. That's
Man,
crazy, fool. That is crazy. But yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed, like, comment, send it to your good friends because we always have good messages. We're out here for the people, and we had like last episode we talked about it. We had like someone that shouted us out, and he it seems like he's for the people too, but we're out here just doing it for like our legacy, bro. Like when if we pass away, hopefully not soon, knock on wood, and people go back to the videos and they be seeing these videos, be like, man, this guy was a real ass guy. He got me through depression, and that's the worst one too. That's the worst one, bro. Like when you see these videos, bro, you're in a hole and you're in a room, and it's just like, bro, you gotta relax, and something like therapy will help you out. But if you nowadays, you have a lot of like podcasters, YouTubers that be posting up good messages on mental health and how to get through it. And we have so many videos of it, bro. And that's why we got called out too, bro. Because we're like,
dang.
we're out here to really help out the youth. If you're going through that shit, we literally have like a list of like how to get rid of it without fucking being any medical shit, like taking pills and shit, bro. That's the worst thing ever. You know what, too? Because I'm always active, right? I play a lot of sports. I got injured, bro, like my ankle, my hamstring, bro. And then the guy was like, he was like, oh yeah, you take any medication? I'm like, nah. Someone came in and he was just telling me, I'm mixing the story up a little bit, but someone came in and they said something about like being diabetic, and then they're like, I know the perfect cure. Like, don't take that medication because these motherfuckers, these hospital, the doctors, bro, they put you on shit so you could be worse, fool. And we known that for a long time. But it was like right there in my face, like in my eyes, bro. Like I was seeing that shit and hearing this shit. Like, oh yeah, don't take that medication, bro. Do this, like put some leaves. I forgot what he said, but he was like, oh, put like these kind of leaves in the morning, drink it in the morning, and then you won't be diabetic anymore. Because if you take the pills that they do, that'll make you that creates a bigger mess. And now
Damn.
from helping the people, they want to make you a number, just a fucking cash number, bro. They just want you to keep on going back in the pharmacy, paying what you have to pay, and it's just a fucking rap, man. Fuck those fools, fool. Straight up, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck them.
that's what they say about in Mexico too, like the Mexican pharmacy shit. Like they say like in over there that you get medication over there and they cure you up right away. Over here, they give you just enough to keep you coming back, like some drug dealer shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
And that's why your boy Luigi Mangione, that's why he did what he did, bro. Because they denied him with his health insurance. Not only is it crazy amount of numbers, like don't you know these fools that be in like $100,000, $500,000 debt after a visit to the hospital,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
and
You
it's
go,
like,
yeah,
holy shit.
yeah. You go to the hospital, bro. You go to the hospital, bro. Your bill's gonna be a house payment.
Yeah.
Literally buying a house, not even a house payment. You're buying a house, and it's crazy how these fools got you on that loop, bro. And I don't know who that is, bro. It's probably the elites that be doing that bullshit, that creating this shit. But that's definitely not fair, to be honest. But it's like, fool, like these fools make you want to be a slave forever, bro. I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
Because they
exactly.
just
The
want you to
renting.
work
They
for.
want you to rent. They
Yeah,
don't want
yeah.
your own shit. They want you to rent forever, and that's what they're saying. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, because the AI is gonna change shit up. But they say when AI fully comes in, that it might get a lot better.
Man, hopefully get rid of those scumbags, bro. But it's obviously it's not always good to like assassinate someone just for like, you know, your like the political views or what kind of whatever kind of views you have. But yeah, bro, it's uh yeah, it's always not yeah, you never want to take nobody's life away for some bullshit, but you it feels like you kind of want to though, cuz
It's a crazy time.
man, yeah, it's like, bro, like it's your mom, your dad, and you're like nothing else in the world, bro. Basically, that's your whole world, bro. And going back on that, Candace Owens shit, I know she called out like she called out like some Jewish fool, bro. I guess he was in Nevada, and he had a meeting, and then supposedly right after the meeting, he just fucking went and he was trying to abduct kids, bro, like some
Oh
pedophile
shit!
shit,
I
bro.
heard about that.
And he got caught from good people, obviously good people, right? But then this fool, like, he was like the top of like a cyber security shit, like he was the top guy, and now they're like he's going back to Israel, bro, after they caught him. And you know what? That's some bullshit right there,
I
bro.
heard about that, man.
Because they know the plan, bro. They know the plan, so they do this shit, and then they'll fly out to Israel to be safe, right? And then a lot of this shit, bro. Like these fools be doing that shit, and one of the main ones was Jeffrey Epstein, bro. He was safe there, so like you go back to Israel, they're not gonna do nothing to you, bro.
Yeah.
And it's America, fool. Like America, bro. Like even the U.S. Government, bro. They should be. I mean, they were always for like, all right, the correct shit, bro. Like you do some bullshit, we're gonna come after you, like terrorist, all the good stuff, right? Like
At least in the media, what they say.
yeah, yeah, like, at least in the media, what they say, right? Allegedly, right?
Yeah,
Allegedly,
it sounds good, but
yeah.
then you look into it, then they're all fucked.
Allegedly,
Yeah,
right?
allegedly.
Yeah, that Jeffrey Epstein and all them. But then when you go to a different country, they stop, bro. And that's crazy because what's going on in the whole genocide, bro, in Palestine, bro. They said that they they interviewed this doctor, right? He said that they sent already like 5 emails. I don't even know what it is. Emails, messages to the government, bro. Like, hey, you need to stop this right now. And they rejected it 5 times, bro. 5 times. Everybody else said that it was a genocide except the USA, bro. They said like, hey, no, it's not. Allegedly, right? And then so this doctor, they interviewed this doctor, and he was saying that he was seeing drones going over, like he was in the hospital. It was an emergency. They had like 200 patients a day, bro. Like just kids, anybody, like their brains blowing out, bro. Like they're
God
trying to
damn.
they're doing God's work, bro.
Like
I applaud, man. All those people that doing that, bro. Man, I salute you for, man. Really appreciate. Those are God's workers right there, bro. Those are angels right there, bro. And people like they don't really recognize them as much, bro. But yeah, like all the cops that are actually good, the firemen and everybody that's doing good for the humanity, bro. Like they're saving people, saving lives, bro. We really appreciate you guys. Like, man, you know.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, going back on that, so they rejected like supposedly 5 times, right? And then he said that he just heard drones going like around the city, bro, like where he was at, and they had these drones had rifles in them, bro. They have rifles on them,
Like robot
like robot
killers.
shit, AI shit, bro. Like, so they said that, you know, it's like a, I don't know if it's like a prototype, bro. Basically, what they want to do is what they do is like they put the information already on in the system in the drone, and if they want to go get you, they have these drones already flying to your address, bro, your address, and they'll shoot your whole family down, bro. Just if you talk about like bad about, it's like the dictatorship. You talk about bad about the government, um, a doctor, and they don't like it. They go send them right to your house, bro. They eliminate your whole family right there. And I think, quote unquote, right? I think they do that more on like the poor people, bro. The people that no one kind of cares about, which is sadly how these motherfuckers think, bro. Because if you're fucking bombing kids, elderly, bro, what makes you think that you're gonna be safe, fool? Like straight, they don't give a fuck about you, bro. If they're doing that to kids, fool, the most vulnerable people, creatures on earth, bro. Um, man, that shit makes me mad too. But just think about that. Like, if they don't care about these 4-year-old kids, what makes you think they care about your ass, bro? And if you think like that,
Damn.
that's some crazy ass shit,
Yeah,
bro.
that's crazy right
And
there.
then, but anyways, yeah. So that prototype is I think they're testing on those people, and they want to bring it back on other, like these like bigger countries, quote unquote. Man, ain't no bigger, but yeah, like if you talk about in the future, you talk about like, oh yeah, I don't like this fucking president, this over yet, and you see a drone, it's a warning. I think that's what they're gonna do, bro. We got
Oh,
all his information. We know where he lives. We know your age, your whole family, bro. So now that instead of sending a human, actually, which is takes much more work to do, they're just gonna send a drone, bro, over the fucking air, bro, the sky. This guy lives right here. Hey, and they'll give you like a light warning, bro. It'll be a red light. You get one warning, bro.
yeah, like we're watching. Oh, like the
Yeah, bro.
paranoid ass
Yeah,
conspiracy.
shit, but yeah,
Oh, they're
bro.
watching me.
Yeah, yeah. Some
We got eyes
paranoid
on
ass.
us.
God, yeah, bro. Yeah, we went on little
Maybe
dark
so.
ass shit, but I mean, it is dark, fool.
Yeah.
But for everybody that's hearing, just know that we're talking about that shit, and that shit is coming soon in the future, bro. And I don't know, you know, the maybe the people that are more good with like AI and like internet shit, how to like counter affect that shit, bro. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's what I feel like that's the future, bro. Like they're gonna send a drone over right to your crib, bro. They're gonna give you 3 warnings. That's gonna be this one, that one, and then it's up to you to resist and not to talk about that shit or to counter it too. Like,
Well, you know, there's different ways to counter drones.
yeah,
If you look at what they're doing in the Ukraine war, all the videos. I don't know if you guys seen the videos that's coming out of there, but man, there's some crazy fucking videos right there that are coming out of the Ukraine shit. Especially when they're chased down people with the drones in the fields, and basically they're kamikaze pilots. So they take a drone and they put like 2 little like metal prongs in front of it. So when they crash it into somebody, it blows up like a detonator.
yeah.
So that you just see the video, and then they have the video feed and they record it and they post it online. So all these
Oh, I seen that
there's
shit,
so
bro.
many drone clips of these drones just chasing people down in the middle, because Ukraine is all open fields. Ukraine is like wheat is known for wheat. And if you
Oh,
know
for
what,
us?
yeah, so if you know wheat fields, what wheat fields look like, it's just like flat farmland.
Yeah.
It's like flat land. There's no mountains, nothing. So you just see these open fields of soldiers running through, and then just single soldiers get
I
killed
seen
by
that
them.
shit, bro. I seen
Man,
that
it's
shit, bro.
crazy. And but they have created drone guns, which they look like almost Star Wars guns, bro. Like big old
Supersonic.
like they shoot frequencies and they jam them or whatever. But there's videos of soldiers shooting them down like with like lucky shots, like they're getting chased,
Just a
and
lucky
then some
shot,
fools
yeah.
like with the AK or the
Shit.
AK or whatever, and then he shoots him, pa pa pa. He blows it up, like,
Yeah,
and
I
they're like,
seen that. I seen,
oh,
yeah,
like
yeah, I seen
crazy
that.
shit. Like that actually would probably feel pretty good, but
Yeah,
the fear of the
man.
drone, because it has like a high pitched sound.
Yeah,
I have a drone
yeah.
too, but it's like, zzz, and then they can't outrun it. You can't outrun it. You can't. There's not
You
much you can
can't.
do. Maybe if you have a shotgun, maybe, but now they even have been they have what's it called, they have beat the jammers, because they don't do, they do wired drones now,
Oh, for real?
so you can't jam them. So they get a fiber optic cable, and they plug it into the drone, and they have a long spool of cable. So they put the cable down, they let the drone go, so it's a wired drone. So there's no, you can't jam it.
That's just, yeah.
It's just tied to a very long cable, so it's gonna hit where it hits, unless you shoot it down. But there are ways to jam to, lasers.
Yeah.
You can do you know how people do, they get in trouble getting lasers on the airplane.
Yeah, they used to do that. Yeah.
You can do a very strong laser and just flash it at the drone, and you bust the camera.
Damn.
So there's ways where you kind of figure out how to manipulate that, because there's very strong, even on TikTok Shop, there's these like $80 lasers that burn. They could burn
like in seconds.
Yeah, they could burn you. So imagine what it does to the camera sensor.
That's true, bro.
You point at a camera, that camera's done.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, and people are always gonna be. They're always gonna be creative, bro. They're always gonna be like, oh yeah, how can we take these down and stuff like that.
And that's why they're scared of Mexicans, bro. They're scared of Mexicans. We're creative. We make shit work with less.
Bro. Hell yeah.
And I think the first people that were actually doing drone warfare were in Mexico.
Yeah.
They're the first ones who started, and then they copied in Ukraine. They started doing more, but the first people doing it they were doing the cartel shit. They would do the drone bombings and all this kind of stuff. But
oh yeah, you're right, bro.
It's first Mexicans, and there's another funny video about Mexicans. I think it was some dude who, it was just some funny clip that I think it makes a lot of sense with Mexican culture. It's like this fool fixed he was fixing up a car, and he's like, okay, so I fixed your window. The window motor, you know how that goes up and down?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I fixed it, but you just have to make sure it's like this and like this. And it was like a shitty ass, like
Mickey Mouse.
a plug, like a Mickey Mouse plug. Like you just plug it in and you hold it and you twiggle it and it goes up. But just make sure you do this.
Yeah.
He fixed it, but it was all fucked up. And I think that's like a representation of how you figure shit out.
Yeah, exactly.
And
bro.
that's what.
That's what we call it, bro. Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. That fool, he fixed the thing. He got like a extension cord plug. He's like, you plug this shit in, and if you plug it in right, it goes up. But just make sure you hit it with this angle. He's trying to teach him. Like, but that's funny, bro. He fixed it, but it was just all
that he was in that one movie that they just came out with
NASA shit.
The bomb shit. Fool. What's that one? That movie that just came out. He helped out Albert Einstein, fool.
Oh, he thought he was the next Oppenheimer. The Mexican Oppenheimer.
Yeah, bro. There you go, bro.
He's doing the window, bro. Or like they call it the Mexican NASA, fool. Masa, fool. The Mexican NASA.
The
Oppenheimer, the Mexican Oppenheimer.
This was writing already to know this shit.
I gotta find that
like,
clip, man.
Damn, that's a good one. No, I see that shit, bro.
You know that clip I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know. No, I know. Yeah, that's a good ass clip, bro.
That was funny as hell. I'm like, God,
even
that's
to turn on to turn on cars too, bro. They'd be putting it like
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse. Like you gotta put the window down,
or a fucking extension.
You gotta do a bunch of shit so they don't jack your car too. You gotta do like 5 things to. It's like the Batman vehicle or some shit, man. Like fools that be telling me that shit, bro. Be like, hey, when's the next? Well, you seen it when I said you that shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
Exactly like
you
that.
Let me know when you're ready, bro. So
yeah, all right. I'm rolling.
Oh, you want to turn it?
Oh yeah.
All right, man.
All right. So we're back now.
Took a little break right now.
Took a little break.
But yeah, we be smoking these good cigars, bro. What do you think about that shit, bro?
Oh, I know, man. People be hitting us up. They're like, man, where the fuck? You guys just be popping up with cigars every day. I'm like, damn. It's like, shout out to the homie, man. He'd be having the hidden stash of cigars like JFK, bro. They say JFK had like before they did the Cuba embargo. They say JFK ordered like 10 grand of cigars or some shit.
Whoa, for real?
And yeah,
Nah,
Cuban
Foo-ology
cigars.
be paying good, my boy.
There you go. There you go. Nah, that's a
what it
fact
is,
right
man.
there, bro.
That's what it is right there.
That's
Foo-ology be
100%
paying
true.
good, bro. That's a clip right there, bro. Like, man, we be smoking some good cigars, bro.
Some good cigs right here, man. I don't know if you guys
Straight out
ever tried that, but it gives you nice that nice little buzz.
Yeah,
The
it's
body, but you know the Indians be doing the cigars, not cigars, but they do be doing tobacco, like the
Tobacco,
Native
yeah.
Americans.
All
It's a
for reals?
spiritual thing, yeah.
yeah.
Tobacco spiritual for the Native Americans. It's like
All
a
for reals?
spiritual plant, bro.
No way, yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, that's crazy.
It's very spiritual. Like they all do the wooden pipe,
Yeah.
and then they would get together, and they would just
yeah.
puff on it like and make a hella smoke.
Yeah, I see that shit. Yeah, yeah.
And it's like it's a spiritual plant, bro. The tobacco shit.
Hey,
But
I
they
like-
want to demonize that shit.
They always want to demonize everything, bro. They want to ruin everything, bro. And I think it's like because it's like you said, spiritual, and maybe they don't want you to connect, bro. It's like your third eye. They don't want you to connect to that because if you do, you beat the system, bro.
You
You beat the Matrix, mate.
That's a fact right there.
But no, like yeah, going back with the Indians and stuff, that's a really nice. I would love to be, bro. They were in nature, they were riding horses. They just
That's like paradise almost.
bro. That's yeah,
I
right.
think
yeah.
Indians were probably in paradise, like Native Americans, and then like Hawaiians probably. But the thing you think about, we're also kind of in paradise because we have luxuries that you can't imagine. Like nobody in history has had the luxuries that we do. Like we have the warm water anytime we want. We have air conditioning.
You have Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon.
Just deliver to your home whenever you want.
You know,
order something. Yeah.
Back in the day, they used to have wars over salt and pepper because they didn't have that shit.
Damn.
Now we don't even give a fuck about that. We
That's
don't give a fuck about sugar, spices, chili. That used to be only reserved for the kings and queens, that they had the best spices. But now we can go fucking Chick-fil-A has all that spices on that shit.
you got the bad chemicals in there.
Yeah,
bro.
they got that bad shit too. But nowadays,
Damn, bro.
you know,
that's crazy. Man.
we're living like kings back in the day.
We're literally straight. And then people are, yeah. It's like, I don't know if they're making us get lazier or more convenient. But at the same time, it's just like, man, I would like to be in that Indian environment, bro.
Like nature,
just nature
like
shit, bro. Like, yeah, they would like even at night, bro. You go out there, you get like a cow or a buffalo, you hunt them down, you bring them back, and that your value as a man like that, bro.
Mhm.
You bring back the beefiest buffalo, and all that meat, you cook it, you grill it. That shit sounds good already, bro. And you're like at night, you're just having a nighttime, bro. It's like you're going camping, bro, and everybody's around. They're doing their like
That's just the life.
That's a good life, bro. You know,
I guess that's true.
you know, it's like you're with your family, and they see you around you, and it's like the leader, the chiefs there,
They're real experts.
yeah, bro. You know what? And the chiefs there, they'll pick, and you see everybody there, right? And then the chiefs, basically, let's say your mom and dad, whatever, they'll pick the right lady for you, bro, because they're gonna be like, this guy knows how to do this and that, and he's really valued as a man, bro. And that nowadays they don't even look at that shit, bro.
Oh, bro,
They'd be like, man, this guy could hunt, this guy could do his thing, and he'll provide for you, and and he's loyal, and he'll do everything for you, bro. And the lady just gotta be back, have a kid, bro, and that's it, bro.
Damn, that's actually
a good time, bro.
That's
Shit,
actually
man,
crazy.
look at that shit, bro.
And
And you
this
go,
is really crazy shit right here.
and you go, say you're in a pack of your homies, bro, like the Indians. You're on your horse. You go catch this fat prey, right? You bring it back, and then you're proud of that. Like you provided for 30, 40, 50 people, bro, for like that one group that you're at. Like that's pretty sick, bro. Like, man, I'm gonna feed everybody, bro, because of what I did. That's pretty sick, bro. And then all the ladies just they attract to that, bro, because it's like, man, this guy just fed everybody. That's so attractive. But nowadays, like
Different cultures,
that's just nothing,
different
bro.
cultures, bro. Well, in this culture, don't mean shit, but in other cultures, it does. And I think other cultures, they are rooted in different things. because I think European culture is what we've been influenced by because of being in the United States.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So all that European shit is way different, bro. Straight up way different. I don't know what was going on in Europe that made them all different, but
Yeah.
over here is more simple, like not in a dumb way, but in a more true way,
Yeah.
like the Indians and all this kind of stuff, bro. Because even in the stories you hear about the Indians, like when the settlers, the white people were coming over,
Yeah.
like they would have children that get abducted by the Indians, like or they get raided and they were just children. They would take them,
Yeah.
and sometimes like they would grow up in these communities. So there's like many stories of like white women and men and this and that. They would grow up in these Indian tribes.
Yeah.
They'd never seen another white person in their life, but they just got abducted at a young age.
Damn.
And so they're like they were taken back into the white community, and they are like felt like aliens. Like, I want to go back over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't relate to these people, bro, because they
Yeah.
grew up in a different society.
That's
So
crazy,
it's
bro.
wild. There's a lot of stories, man.
And that goes back to on you got an email from some guy from Texas, right?
Mm.
He goes back you got an email from one of the homies
Oh
that
yeah,
be
so this is
listening to our things, bro. Like
this is a topic I had to put my scholarly glasses on for this one.
oh
Bro.
shit, there you go, bro.
So this is a topic that we had.
This is a visual thing he just put on the like his shades on.
Yeah, if
to,
you're watching the video,
he's seeing the future right now.
yeah. Just give me more
No,
clarity of vision, bro.
If you guys haven't tapped in, go on Spotify, YouTube. There's a
Check
book
out-
that
we
he
got
just
the-
shut out, man. He got a book that he just shouted out, but you got to see this in the videos. But
All right,
thank
so,
you to the homie Eddie be over here doing that work, bro.
man, we're doing we're putting in that work, and the homie right here. If you look at this new mic, we got the new setup over here.
There, bro.
He be hooking up with the mics and everything.
Hey, that's bro. Like, that'll
Hey.
be off topic, but yeah, you good, you good.
Oh, but so this guy, he hit us up. His name is Frank Reese. He hit me up on like 2 weeks ago. He hit me up. He said, "Hey, I just wanted to start off by saying I appreciate everything you're doing for the community, the Mexican community, Latino community. I was wondering if you could make a video talking about the history of Mexicans in Texas and California leading up to the point of the Mexican-American War and how they were treated after the war." So, it took us a while to get to it because we kind of get sidetracked, but this is a time we'll tap in with this guy. But yeah, this taps into a lot of stuff that I already knew, and I think I covered this book before in an earlier episode. If you don't remember, there's this book called Becoming Mexican American.
Damn,
it's a good
bro.
book. You should check it out. It's called Becoming Mexican American by George J. Sanchez, and he talks a lot about early 1900s in LA, but it ties in with all this kind of stuff we're about to talk about right now. So, not to get too long-winded and too history heavy and boring and shit like that, but I'll try to be quick. So this is the question was, talk about Mexicans and Texans before it turned into the United States, right?
Yeah, that's a good book, bro.
So basically, it in this time, the people that were in these lands, California, Arizona, Texas, all the whole Southwest, they all had their ranches, they all had their lands, they all had their cultures, they all had their customs. But then there was a treaty called the Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, and that took basically half the territory, right? So it took it all, and then this is where the idea comes from of the border we didn't cross the border crossed us, basically, right?
Yeah, that saying, yeah.
So that's where the saying comes from. But this whole thing is a pretty deep history because it ties in with this whole aspect of we never learned this in school, like we never learned that this people got lynched in Texas, people got lynched in California, and the first cowboys were in California, and then they even went out to Hawaii and they went into Texas, and then that cowboy culture spread through to the south of the United States.
Damn.
And they like to play that whole Mexican shit, but that's all based in Mexicans. Now the history goes very deep. I can like go deep into it, but right now we'll go bit by bit.
Yeah, bro. Like That's crazy, bro. Because they always say everything's bigger in Texas, right? That's saying too, right?
Everything's bigger in
Yeah,
Texas.
like that's what they say, bro. Like you get the tortillas, they're like you go to California, they're smaller, and I don't give a fuck. Fool, you could talk about whatever. Man, I'm a human being. I don't give a fuck. I'll say the truth when we always say the truth, bro. But they always say like, oh yeah, you go to Texas, the portions are bigger, and it could be so, right? But yeah, it's like you come to California, you get a smaller piece for less way.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
know, I think that's true.
I
Because
think
if you
it's
go,
true, dude.
yeah, yeah, it could be. It could obviously economical reasons, but man, because I know like in Texas way when they had their they won the independence from Spain way in 1821, bro,
Yeah.
and then that became part of Texas when the Spaniards took over, the Mexicans took over, bro. And then it's crazy how that works. 'Cause there's that the Alamos, right? That's why they made that movie because um, not just because of that full, but they were going back and forth with that, and that's how you know that even though these Spaniards they had all this technology, they have the armor, they had like the guns, and the Mexicans, bro, they're like Native Americans. They had like the bow and arrows, they had knives, bro, they have rocks, and we still like our ancestors, bro. They still gave them fucking hell, bro. They gave them
Yeah.
hell with the little shit that we had in the past. They still made it work, and that's beautiful with our culture, bro. Because we could live in the fucking ghetto, and we can out. The outcome is if you're motivated and you're a good spirit, you come out to be intelligent, bro. Like your boy we were talking about, bro. Like the fucking
Yeah, we make it work.
Albert Einstein shit, bro.
The
Like
Mexican
the
Oppenheimer.
yeah, Oppenheimer, yeah, and yeah. Prior in the past, we'll make something work. We always make something work. For if it's like we don't have the what is it
The resources.
the resources to it, we always make something work. And it's like it's crazy how your brain works, how everybody's brain works, and just how you put everything to work, bro, with the little scraps that you have in life.
That's crazy.
And that's
That's
crazy,
kind of how
bro.
we do it, and that's kind of how we doing in the
Yeah, bro.
pod, bro. We kind of just sticking it together, and it's working.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, huh? Right.
But yeah, so back to the question that he asked. Basically, the whole shit that he was talking about was, so before the war, they invited Anglo Americans, which is basically the white folks, to settle into these lands, and then these people they were influenced by something called manifest destiny. So they basically, in their spirit, they thought that they can take over the land, that it was God given, almost like they can just take over and be what you see nowadays. Like they already knew that they were going to take over, and that's a kind of weird thing about this history is that they never teach you, is that they always thought they could just fucking take over.
Just erase the history.
Yeah,
Almost
they always thought they could
right.
just erase you and take over and like take your culture, take your history, steal everything from you, and they never
Damn.
teach you this, bro. They always just in their heart they always knew that that's their right. And that's what you got to realize, that what you're dealing with here, bro. Like that they could just take everything from you, and you see this pattern throughout history, bro. You see the same pattern all the time, and that's where it ties into this book that we're about to get into. But so they went in there, and then it became they had tension, and you have all these things like the Alamo, all this kind of stuff. So after the treaty where they lost all the land in um in 1848, they lost this land, but in this treaty there were people who are already living in these lands. From that one day for the next, they became American, right?
Yeah.
So one day you're Mexican and you're just living in these ranches and you have this land, and the next day you're American. So now you're under American law. So guess what happened? They were promised their legal rights to the land, but bless you. So yeah.
Yeah.
So Americans came in, the Anglo settlers, they came in and they used the law to replace those people who had land with uh, settlers. So they took all the land. So you
Damn.
had no rights anymore.
Damn, that's crazy as hell, bro. That's crazy.
So let's say you were living there for generations. you were living there for generations, right?
Yeah.
And your family was there. You had a ranch. You had all this kind of land and stuff. And then they came in next day, like, oh no, it's not for you. We're gonna bring in this another guy, and you have no legal rights now. And they said you did in the papers, but when you get into the courts, they're like, oh, you're just Mexicans. Oh no, we're gonna throw it away. So they're not gonna respect that shit. So think about, they're always fooling you. So if you're Mexican, if you're Republican, if you're Democrat, realize the law and the politicians since day one have always been fooling you with the paperwork, fool. They always promise you some shit, and then the next day, oh, the Mexican comes through. Oh no, we're gonna give it to this fool, and you're
Damn.
always the fucking dumbass left with nothing.
Hey, that's crazy because they say too. There's that saying, bro. Like if you come to the United States and you don't have paperwork, you're nothing. So it's like the
It's
same thing.
always
That goes
based
back,
off paperwork, and this paperwork is always just a magic show.
quote
Because
unquote.
at the end of the day, none of that shit matters. They only use it as an attack to you. And the second you get that, all that paperwork you need, they'll find another reason to throw your ass out of here. It's always just a magic trick, fool. They're tricking you. This is why they say words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. That's why the Hebrew and the Jewish language and the Jewish Hebrew, the Jewish Bible, that's why they're so strong in the law, because it's really powerful in the way it's structured. The way it's structured is how to manipulate language and how to influence reality through language, bro. So when you get legal documents, these are spells. They don't exist, bro. Legal documents don't exist. It's a fucking piece of writing that I give to you and say, hey, I own this land now.
Yeah.
That shit means nothing. That shit means nothing, bro.
Damn,
But
that
then
makes
you
so much
believe
sense,
it,
bro. Yeah.
and now you're under my spell. And then the second you're like, okay, I have my paper now. Oh, that shit don't matter. I'm gonna give it to the next fool. Now you're always here battling who's writing the different document, and you're lost in the sauce, bro.
Damn.
Everybody's lost under a fucking dumbass spell. But who are the most powerful spellers when it comes to legal stuff? Think about how that works. And that's because the religion of Judaism and the Hebrew language is actually very strong in the numerology and the spelling. So you have to study that, what that means, bro. But
Damn,
you also have to realize that it doesn't mean anything.
shit, yeah, that's crazy, bro. That is. Damn,
It's like what you're talking
I
about.
didn't even
We
think-
go back to the Indians, bro. The Indians had no these are strong people, smart people. They're not stupid.
Exactly.
But they didn't have a concept because they're so smart. They're like, nobody in their right mind can own a piece of fucking land. And then the fucking white folks come along and they're like, hey, here's my paper says I own this. You don't own that shit.
Oh.
So guess what happened? Little by little, they got erased.
They just they took over basically.
Yeah.
It's like some legal
like some
battle
weaselly shit.
Weasley shit, bro.
Like
yeah.
weasel shit. That's some weaselly ass shit. And these people are like, there's no human being that could own a piece of fucking earth.
Damn.
But you have these papers says I own this land. And then what are they gonna do? So now you have to learn how shit
like
works.
the logistic, like the legal side of it, right?
The logistics.
And that's why all the judges was born and all these shit.
It's just a fucking big old magic show.
Damn, you just opened up my third eye right more, bro.
That's a magic show. This is all a fucking magic show. Why do you think the billionaires go away with everything? Why do you think I know fucking idiots that have no money, they're locked up for nothing. And then you talk about Diddy and Epstein, all this kind of stuff. They're free and they're in the mansions. It's all a magic show, bro. And once you learn the magic trick, you're either an enemy or you have to kind of figure out how it works, bro. Because that's the magic.
That's
trick,
crazy.
Bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll get back to this just to finish off this topic, because this topic that I hope we covered it for the guy Frankie Rees that hit us up. I think this is the topic you want to hear. But after the treaty, after that shit turned into America, there was a lot of lynchings. The Mexicans got lynched. They took their land, they took their homes, and then there was a lot of lynchings going on, especially in Texas. Mexicans got lynched up to trees. They took all their stuff, and they didn't honor any treaties. They didn't honor any paperwork. They took all their homes, everything. And people who had homes, they're like, nope, that's not in the legal books. You know, you're not in the legal books. You don't know the laws. So that's why, that's the shit that happened there, and people don't talk about, people don't know, and we didn't learn this in school. Obviously, we're not gonna learn
Yep.
this in
Yep.
school. You
We
know,
learned about what's his name? That fucking knucklehead that on the boat. What's his name, bro? Uh, I have
the
a fart brain right now, bro.
brain,
Brain fart. Yeah.
Christopher
Yeah.
Columbus shit.
Yeah. There you go. Like he massacred the most people, whatever, and then he conquered. But we learned about that, right, in
Supposedly he's
history.
the hero of
The
fucking
hero
history,
of America
and
and all that.
that's not even true, bro. That's not even true, man. That is
But why do you
definitely
think they said that in our history, bro?
because the history is written by the people who want to influence. If you get to the kids, bro, you have control over the whole future. Right
For
now,
the most part, yeah.
if you're like the people in power, they're thinking 10 years ahead, 20 years ahead. They're not
Yeah.
thinking, I'm trying to influence these people right now.
Ooh.
They're thinking 20 years ahead. So it's like, okay, so how do
That's
we get to the kids? How do we get to the kids? So this is what's happening in Mexico actually right now. I've been watching some Hulu shit because I have Hulu on all different languages, and
yeah, bro.
there's a Mexican Hulu that popped up. There's a Mexican Hulu that popped up in my shit, and it's Mexico is definitely going through what we went through about 7 years ago, man. Remember when all that cancel culture shit came up?
Yeah. 2020,
And that Disney
22.
Channel shit where they're like, oh, let's make fucking Peter Pan
A
woman,
fucking
a black
woman,
woman. Let's make
Yeah.
Peter Pan a black woman with a
Shit.
lesbian black woman. And it's like, holy shit. In Mexico right now, that's what's going on in the media. Every big show in Mexico right now, it's gonna be that that shit that you hear in the
in the
colleges,
United States, basically.
back there
That was
7 years ago. It's in 7 years ago, 10 years ago in the U.S. It was every show is replaced by a black lesbian woman who's obese. That's like
that's facts right there.
you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
That's the ideal woman or whatever
it's like a reversal. They're
the
doing a
fucking plan. The
reversal.
plan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're doing
yeah.
a reversal of culture, and it's kind of a hard thing to talk about because it makes you seem like a dick, but ultimately it's a brainwashing that's going on. Because if you look at World War II, what happened there, the books that they burned in World War II was those type of books that they were trying to do that to Germany. So who's pushing this? What narrative is being pushed by
Yeah.
by the elites, by the media? Who's pushing this kind of stuff? Because they're doing all that shit. Watch any Mexican new sitcom, new thing. It's literally right now. I was watching one. I don't even know the name of it, but it was a lesbian woman who's saying like talking shit about everything that's Mexican culture, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not supporting uh dickheads being in power. Obviously, we're about people here, but to push an agenda that is really gonna lead people down a wrong path, like it's gonna lead people down a wrong path, that you're poisoning a culture on purpose. And if you look at the religious textbooks, especially the Talmud, the Jewish textbooks, and even the Islamic textbook, the religious text, it says you have to. They're people who are not of your religion, of your ethnicity. They're basically animals. They're basically like pigs. So if you hurt them, if you manipulate them, if you sabotage them, it doesn't matter. It's actually good because they're like pigs, and you're the special people. So they don't care if they destroy the culture. They don't care if they destroy the people. They don't care if they destroy the family, the individual. They don't care. They want. It's almost like they want to destroy it, bro.
Damn.
So if you
Fuck,
read these
that's
religious books, you know where this is all coming from. So I'll just keep it straight like that. But
Damn,
there's more
bro,
I could
like,
go off
damn,
on.
that's
Bro. There's
crazy,
more
bro.
I
I feel like the whole world needs to hear this shit, bro. I don't know if it's the shades, the microphone, bro, but like, I was like, fool, you're fucking straight up like Martin Luther King right now, but like, straight up speaking facts and like opening people's eyes to the max, fool. I was like, God damn, man, you're on fire right now, my boy. But yeah, it made me think too, like, yeah, why are these people doing this shit too, bro? Like, that
Yeah.
shit's crazy as fuck, bro. But 100% too, bro. Because someone is always trying to push this ideology, right? Like
Yeah.
they always try to push out, like, yeah, like we gotta, like, who thought of like Christopher Columbus being the savior of America, and he shipped out, like he was in, supposedly he came here and he discovered this and that. At the same time, they don't discover the bad. There's always a bad to it. For if you're gonna conquer something, people are always gonna go down, bruh. And at
Yeah.
the same time, it's just like, yeah, the people that were sacrificed were people, the people that had less, quote unquote, bro.
Yeah.
It's like what's going on in Palestine too, bro. Like they're testing out that we talked about it, like
Yeah.
the drone shit, bro. Like, man, we don't care about these fools, and like you said, bro, we don't give a fuck about these fools. Man, we just care about our, what is it, bro? What do you think? It's like they care about their family attributes, like their bloodline or some shit,
Exactly.
bro. What is
yeah,
it,
it's
bro?
of their bloodline shit, man.
They're like, it's our bloodline. We gotta focus on, like, we gotta grow. And I mean, fool, they ain't gonna have like billions of people, but at the same time, it's like it's a monopoly game. That's what I feel like. It's
Damn.
figured, bro.
But if you realize that's what they say about the Monopoly game is that the Monopoly game, it ends with that shit being fucked for everybody. Because the winner can't take shit, and the losers are like, "Fuck it, why am I keep playing? I don't have shit."
And like you said, bro, it's like they have this. Yeah, we don't give a fuck too, but it's like they have like a black lesbian over like
Wait.
obese, right? Sending out this message, and I feel like they use that as a puppet, bro. They use that as a puppet, so people will be, they won't feel like they're being attacked because it's like, oh yeah, it's a woman and she's like this and that, and you feel softer for her, bro.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword, bro. Like, cause they just fucking use that, and then at the same time,
like a Trojan horse.
basically, bro, and then at the same time they attack you behind, bro. You don't even know that because they'll be, like you said, putting spells on you, and even like through hip hop and through all these like Hollywood movies, they'll be giving you this plot, this idea, this storyline that, man, this is how it is. And no, bro, if you're really smart, you want to go back on like how it started. So, excuse me, I didn't think about this too, bro. Like, how did all this shit started? Like and then I don't know who was talking about it. It was someone on the podcast was talking about like they started like exposing more like of Jewish movies, like Hitler shit and all that, like how they got like crucified, like no, not crucified, but it's like they started coming out with more like Inglorious Bastards,
Oh,
like
okay.
like stuff like that, which really pissed you off, right? Because it's a genocide, bro. Like nobody likes that shit. But there's some weird ass motherfuckers out here that really like war and they just wanna kill everybody, and it's like they're fucked in the head because you always have that in society, bro.
Yeah.
You're never gonna have normal ass people, too, on top of like political reasons, the elites. You're not gonna have them. They care less about you, bro. If you see people, like we were talking about it, if you see kids dying, bro, kids dying, the elderly being bombed, and fuck, that's some bullshit. But and you see all that, and nothing is being done. What makes you think that they care about you? Like we talked about it, bro. That shit fucking really, bro. Like when you mess with kids and stuff like that, it's like, what kind of makes you, if you really put yourself in their position, what makes you think that they give a fuck about you, bro?
They don't.
And you're over here paying fucking your taxes, you're paying this and that, you're fucking following the laws, and at the same time, they want to crucify and they want to kill. Like, if you don't stand for what their religion is, basically, bro.
Yeah,
That's some fucked up shit, bro.
that's a fact.
That's some fucked up shit right there. That
Yeah.
shit really pisses me off, bro.
They definitely that's what we talked about before. They think that genuinely people who are born into wealth, they think that the regular people are
Just ants,
they
basically.
ain't shit. Like these are just pieces
Like,
of shit. That I
ants
use
working
them,
for us,
I
bro.
use them for
Yeah.
what I want, and then we just lie to them. Almost like how it's like you say, it's like just lie to them. Like, and that's what they're doing in your face. Like just fucking lie to them.
And this comes to another topic too, bro. Because I was talking to this some chick, right? And then she was talking about how in this lifetime, however you are, if you're a good person or a bad person, when you die, you're gonna switch that role. So if you're a good person in this lifetime, next lifetime you're gonna be a piece of shit, basically, bro. Like a cartel, like a elite or some shit like that, bro. So it's like goes on with the spiritual shit, bro. Like who knows what happens when we die, right? Reincarnation and all that shit, bro. Who knows? Like it brought me that point, like man, that she is right. Like how did I become me? Like all
Damn.
peaceful, like peace meditation. How did that like all that um
How did you
intrigue
become
me
that? Yeah.
more, bro? Like law of attraction, like always meditate. When someone gives you shit, just it's all them, not you. You know, it's like all that, bro. Like
Damn, that's
it
smart.
just and it really that's like a high balance of thinking, bro. That's intelligence right there for sure, bro.
That's a very high level right there.
Because nobody thinks like that, bro. Because
It's super
if they
rare.
like you said, bro, like they put that stress on you, and you feel like that for the rest of the day, bro. And you're always thinking about like, man, this guy just gave me this shit, and you're always thinking about like, man, what did I do wrong? And it's just some like they're stressed out more than ever too, bro. All all levels. It's like you're the manager, the supervisor, and you're just like another employee, basically, right? And the manager gets stressed. The manager, the CEO is like obviously the top of the top, right, bro? And they get stressed, and then they send it out to another person, and then that just keeps going down like a ladder, bro. Like it's to the lowest, to the lowest. Like the fuck you do
Like
it for?
trickle
Like
down stress.
yeah, bro. And it's like if you really think about it, it's like, and they give you that shit. It's like they're going to like if you think about it too, like they're giving you some shit, but at the same time you can reject it. It's like, man, I don't give a fuck. This is not mine, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, it's not my shit. But yeah, it's like man, it's a really a chess game out here, bro. It's like you're always trying to think of like ways that not to just be out of their way, basically, bro.
I
But
know, man. These guys are pretty. Man, it's pretty dark out here, but it's actually not that dark because when you're living your chill ass life,
at
it
this,
doesn't matter. Like
basically, bro. Yeah.
we just say this kind of stuff for people to hear, but you know, life's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but people are still like, you know what? Too, there's another something like there's another chick, bro. Like she was talking about like, oh yeah, like I'm stuck in this shift, you know, 3 to 11, 3 to 11, 3 to 10, and she was like, man, I hate this shit. this, this guy put on his back on the
I
shade,
put
the
my
third eye
Terminator
shit, right?
glasses,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. But if you've seen this on
The Foo-ology video, man.
the Spotify and YouTube, bro. You see that shit live, bro. YouTube like videos and stuff. But no, she was like, yeah, I hate this shift because I feel like I'm trapped and I can't enjoy life too full like. And at the same time, it's like, man, fuck, bro, that is great. Like if you're really and you have to pay your bills and stuff like that. And if you get like if you have a house mortgage, bro, you got to pay all these shits. Like you feel like you're really trapped, bro, and you
Yeah.
have that stress level. Like man, I gotta work or else I can't pay for this shit, and I'm gonna be homeless. That's how you think. That's
Damn,
how they
bro.
get you in that trap, bro. And at the same time, it's like if you find your way, you'll find your way eventually. You always find your way, but for people that are just like mediocre, like they'll just be like, "Oh yeah, I just work this 9 to 5, whatever," and you basically do not enjoy life, right? Because you're paying all these taxes, right? We talked about it like a few
Oh,
podcasts
man, this is
ago.
good. This one.
Yeah,
This
we
one.
talked about it in a few podcasts ago. Like you're stuck in this fucking robot shit, the corporate job, corporate hours, bro, and you know you're 8 to 4 or 9 to 5. You can't enjoy the beauty and man, we're out here enjoying beauty every fucking day, bro. But
You have
at
to,
the
man.
same time, yeah,
Like you're paying all that much. Look, this is the most basic thing. You're paying all this much for California shit, and you're not enjoying it. You can be in a cubicle anywhere on this planet for your whole life, but if you're out here, might as well enjoy it.
exactly, bro.
And a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, and then once they're at work, they get tired and they don't want to go to the beach. The like we said, nature is the most beautifulest thing ever, bro. And it's
Reality.
the best thing in life is free, basically. Like we
True.
say, bro.
Yeah.
You
Like
can
said,
go,
too.
and we're in California, bro. We could do whatever the fuck we
It's like
want.
heaven on nature, heaven with
Literally,
nature.
basically, bro. Like straight up. Like you could go to the beach 20,
Desert.
30 minutes, bro.
You
You're
go to
right
the
there.
desert, mountains, anything.
And like we said it, like if you go back to our podcasts, like early podcasts, we'd be talking about like, have you ever had people stress about being on the beach, bro? Like you never see that. Like if you even see kids in the daytime, bro, that they'll be going in the water. It's cold as fuck, and they're having a blast, bro, with their mom and dad too, right? That's that joy, excitement that you want to bring back to yourself, bro. Because you're a kid too. You were a kid once, and you just go back. You just see like people just having fun, and that's already a good excitement in your life, bro. The happiness in your life, bro. Like, damn, people are having a good time instead of being in your fucking job. People being arguing, being on this shit. That's a different environment, bro. So if you switch it up, fuck your like what 9 to 5, whatever. And not to shame on people on 9 to 5s because we respect that too. You know, you take care of
You
your
do
own
what you
thing.
can.
Yeah, do whatever you can, bro. And but the point is that we want you to go and
See more.
see more, basically have e- uh have experience life more, bro.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
there's
that
more to life. Because there's more to life than that, bro. Because
man, that's
if you
true.
go to the beach, go ahead, bro. Like if you go at 9 to 5, you could go. You can afford to have like a if you like fish, meat, you can have a little burger on the beach by yourself or with the homie, and it's just a different vibe than just being here stuck over here. Be like, man, I got to do this shit again tomorrow, you know. So it's just like go and we've been talking about from the get go. Go and explore, and even if you go hiking, bro, like go hiking, make your little sandwich, take whatever you want, and just have fun in life, bro. Because you're only here for a short time, fool. You're not here for a long time, bro. Like you know what they always say,
Eee.
bro. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about that, bro.
Man, that's a good ass point right there. And that reminds me of something that's actually my mom had told me earlier, recently, which is a good story that because my mom, she got, recently, she got, well, not recently, but like in the past few years, she got into all the deep, well, she's always been spiritual, but she recently got into the deeper stuff. Because I think Mexican culture is always very spiritual in a way, because we have the indigenous roots. And the indigenous roots is very like earthy and about spirits and other sides of life.
Yeah.
And then the Catholic is also kind of like that, but they want to hide it too. You know, the Catholic shit, they also believe in other shit, but they also kind of want to hide it like it's not doesn't exist. So that's the thing I'm against right there is because they want to lie to you. It's like, oh yeah, you gotta an exorcism is a black magic ritual, bro. So that's Catholicism. So they do black magic, they do magic, but they want to lie to you and say like, oh no, just listen to us. And I think that's a bit of a lie. And I think Mexican culture has always kind of melted it all together and been like the extra stuff, different stuff, and then the Catholic stuff together.
Mm.
And it makes a lot of sense. So Mexican people are always very open to anything spiritual. They're not like like most Mexicans are not like die hard this or die hard that. They're like, I'm open to, I'm open to this. I'm open to that. You know, if I see it, if it's true. You know, and I think that my mom came through with the a good story that she told me because she was watching. She listened to all these spiritual podcasts and she watched and she told me it's like, oh, there's a podcast of a woman who's a doctor and her whole life she's been working hard. This is her own testimony. This is like a real story
Yeah.
from a podcast. And she's like, oh yeah. So she was telling me that her whole life she's been working hard and trying to work and become a doctor and become this and that. And her, she said that she had a near death experience. I don't know how. I don't know what the story is, but almost she was close to death. And maybe she was also dead for a little bit of time. And she said in this time she went to another realm. And this other realm, she saw maybe a guiding spirit. I don't know what it was, but it showed her her life, how it's been since she's been alive. She's a hardworking woman who's been focused on working, 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 working. People have been dying in front of her, and she's just like, "Oh, next one, next one," because she's just working like a doctor, bro. People die around you all the time. You're a
Yeah.
surgeon,
You're
whatever.
used to it, yeah.
Used to it. She never really. She saw people dying. She okay, next one, fuck it. What next
Yeah.
person died? But she replayed her whole life in this near death experience. And then in this experience, she said the spirit or the whatever was guiding her at that experience that she was dead said, "Hey, in this whole time that you see in your life, you've only been alive 2 times in your life, and it's this time where you're here, where you're present with whatever you're doing, and this other time where you're fully in the moment and you're living. And every other time, you're always thinking about the past, future, the next goal you have. You're never alive. In your whole fucking life up until now that you're dead, you were alive 2 fucking times." And that shit woke her ass up, bro. So this doctor, this woman, which is a real story, her testimonial, she said that I was only alive like 2 or 3 times, and they replayed it in that moment she died. And so now that she woke up again after that experience, she woke up. She's like, "Oh, I was dead." So she changed her whole
Life
mindset,
pers-
her life set, her life. Her,
perspective.
so she knew her path. She changed her path. She's like, "I'm a doctor, but I'm also a human. I'm also a being who's guiding people who are dying into the next phase." So now when people are dying, she would guide them to the next phase and says, "Okay, go." So people, if someone was dying in front of her, she would sit and be there and be like, "Hey, transition them."
Like she has that good. She has that good heart, bro.
That good heart,
like
but
she should
also
never
a
let go.
spiritual understanding that her purpose, her real meaning of her job. Because before she was just doing the job as a job. I'm a doctor. People die. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But I'm a doctor. I make this money. I people die. Whatever. I had studied for this shit. But
yeah.
then she turned to a spiritual way where it's like, no, you know what? I'm a person who's meant for guiding people to the next transition. So when people are dying, she's guided them to the next phase, almost like a spiritual thing, bro. That's a spiritual
Damn, that
thing.
is fucking damn.
And also it reminded her that she was always
deep,
stuck in
fool.
some other shit, besides the present moment.
Damn, that's super deep right there. Bro.
Right there.
Oh man.
So that was a good
Ooh.
story that I think that ties into what you're
Damn,
saying.
that's a good. Damn, bro. That's a good one, bro. But
what do you think about that, bro? Because this near death experiences, bro, people say a lot of real shit about that.
I feel like one time, bro, like I think I told you I'm my phobia is needles, right? So when they take my blood out, I'll get myself checked and stuff. They'll like take the blood, like they'll take blood out of me just to fucking see what's up, you know. And I don't know what it is. Maybe like you said, it's like in the past, like something happened to me or who knows what. But my phobia is needles, right? So every time, like not every time, but sometimes, um, I'll go get my blood taken out, bro. Like, and they withdraw my blood, and then I'll almost pass out, bro. So at that moment when they're doing that, I'll feel good, and then after like 5 minutes, I kind of know when it's coming. It's like that. It's basically like if you're watching a movie, you know how the red screen or like like the screens go blank, fade to black, basically, kind of,
Oh
bro.
yeah, just
So
slowly, just
slowly go down. So I feel like when that happens to me, like, and I stand up, I know that when it happens, I know it's coming, and I
yeah.
feel it. I feel it, and it's like I'm like, what the fuck? I drank orange juice. I have like candy, bro, like sugar, and I'll take it just to be good. But when I stand up, bro, I'm like, I know like it's coming to me, basically, bro. Like end of life, basically, bro, so to speak. And so when that happens, I'm like, oh shit, um, I feel like I'm dying right now. And there's a situation where like I was like, basically, I can't. Long story short, I'm on a chair, bro, and I can't move anything. And then my brain is like, dude, move your arms, but I can't. I can't move my arms. I can't move my fingers. Like, what's going on? And I'm just like slowly. I just want to go to sleep, and I feel like it's like that light that they say that you see when you die, bro. It's like that like shining light coming towards you, and you see it, but and you feel it, and at the same time you don't understand it. You don't understand what's going on,
Damn.
bro.
Does
So
it
I'm
feel
just
good though?
kind of, I guess, yeah. If you
Yeah.
could say, bro, like,
I
yeah,
heard
it's like
yeah.
if you die like peacefully, kind of. I would feel like that's how it kind of. Yeah, it's like it's slowly, bro. It's like you're like sudden, and you're just like, because going back on like some experiences too, bro. Um, and this is another track too. But one time, uh, I'll talk about it. This will be a little long story, but
Go ahead.
fool, I was like 23, bro. I was running with one of the homies, and some guy got shot, bro. Some guy got shot. It was like a gangster guy, and around the hood, and it wasn't even it was in daytime, and it just blew my mind. What I was like, what the fuck? And then I was with one of my brothers, right? So he does it like we seen a guy get shot. Well, my brother got some. My brother seen some guy get shot, so he turns around, and I'm just running, and he coincidentally he was like, "Oh, dude!" Like he just see me running, he picked me up, and he goes right to the guy where he got shot, bro. So he has. I'm in his car. He picks me up, like not even 30 seconds. The guy, I see two guys like right there on the floor, bro, and I was like, "What the fuck?" It looked like a fucking movie, bro. So I'm like right there. And he was like, dude, those are the guys that got shot. I'm like, what the fuck? So he gets out of the car, and then I get out of the car, and then I had one of the homies that I was training. He was like underage, so I was like, stay here, bro. I don't want you to get fucking uh
Traumatized.
traumatized straight up, and don't look at nothing. And he knows he's a good ass friend, bro. But yeah, he was in the car, and then I was just like, don't look at the shit. And then I get out, and I just seen some fucking guy, bro, like on the street, like some youngster ass fool, dude. He was like coughing out blood, to be like coughing out blood, literally, bro, like a fucking movie. He was on in the middle of the fucking on the pavement, bro, in the
Yeah.
street, bro. Like he was like coughing, and my brother like helped him out, and then there's another chubby guy. He was next to me, and then I was like, I don't know what to say, bro. I was like, hey, are you all right? Obviously he wasn't, but he had like I could see he had like 3 or 2 bullet holes in his shirt. And then I was like, dude, like I didn't know where to go, bro. I was like, here over there, and I was like, my brother was helping the other guy out, and then he was like, the other fool, it looked like a fucking Boys in the Hood fucking scene, bro. Like when that fool gets shot, bro, his brother
Yeah.
like trying to help him out. That shit was crazy, bro. And then he was like, obviously he didn't say nothing, and then um we were helping him out, bro. Like that's some yeah, we were trying to help him out, bro. Like some normal ass humans
Yeah.
fool,
Yeah.
that care about people. And then I just seen like a fucking cop like pull up, bro, in the middle of the street. He put his brakes. You could hear that shit. Like he put his brake.
Like screech.
He just screeched, bro. And then it was like some Asian guy. I remember that. And then he was like running towards us, and he was like trying to give that full CPR. The guy that my brother was with, and then he was like giving them CPR, and then the ambulance. After that, it felt like it was eternity, basically. And then the ambulance came. I don't know how long, but people were just looking at us, and we're just like, man, we're trying. Then one of the supervisors came. And he was like, "You see anything?" I'm like, "No, I didn't." My brother saw something. He saw it, and he was like, "All right, we're gonna take you." And then, long story short, I go to trial with that. The detective came over to my house. He came over to my house, and he really liked me actually. But besides that, yeah, like he came over to my house, and obviously like I'm always for the people, so I'm like I always offer anybody water or some shit, bro. Like even the mailman, I'm like that, bro. Like. And then he was like, "Oh yeah, like I remember you came." Like the detective came over, he asked me all these questions. He ran through what they said. It all matched up. I testify, said the same thing. Obviously, I'm not gonna fucking lie. What the fuck am I gonna lie for, right? I'm not a good liar, anyways, bro. And then, yeah, and then he really liked me. He was like, if you ever need anything, like he gave me his business card. I still have his business card to this day, bro. Like, let me know. Like, I remember
Oh,
you
like
get,
hook you up.
yeah, like something like that. And then he was like, I remember you gave me like the bread coming in my house, and you treated me well, bro. He said that, bro.
That's good. That's
Like
good.
he said that. And then I have your he's like, if you ever need anything, let me know.
Asian guy.
Um no, he was damn, he looked Cuban actually.
Oh, like
But he's
Latino.
probably like Latino.
Like,
He was like some bald guy, like Latino for sure. I can't say, I don't think he was Mexican, but we're back. We took a little break again. Uh Foo-ology podcast. We're out here talking about the facts over here. But
damn
I
right.
think Eddie had something to talk about some good books, bro.
Oh yeah. So we're continuing off of that. Well, I forgot what we left off on, but we're gonna continue off of that last thing we talked about with the homie, bro. Because I gotta put my sick ass shades on.
Yeah, I need to watch the the visuals of
Yeah.
it. YouTube,
Well,
Spotify, all the good stuff, man.
yeah.
Share and subscribe. Like.
Listen, yeah. So basically, if you guys listen to the first part, you already know what we're talking about, but it ties into this other part of the topic because there's this book that I came across, which is George J. Sanchez. You should check it out. It's Becoming Mexican American, and it is ties everything into what we're learning about right now, bro. With ICE, with all these raids, people getting taken. You know, you just heard the story of the guy. What a few days ago, he got attacked by ICE, and basically he ran into the street, and they took him out. Or well, he got hit by a car, and rest in
Oh
peace.
yeah, damn, dude. Yeah.
So we've been hearing all these kind of stories, and this is nothing new. This is nothing new to this area, this region, and you have to realize that. And so this whole book ties into this topic because um, the immigration, the mass immigration, all this, it wasn't by Mexicans. Like you want to blame Mexicans, the politics, the media wants to blame Mexicans, but they don't understand the history. And the history is the U.S. businesses. They actually are the ones who started this mass migration wave because around this time, I don't know if you remember back in the day, if you played any video games like Red Dead Redemption or anything, the people who work on the railroads in the Southwest usually are Chinese.
Oh, for us,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. They usually were Chinese. So
Damn.
if you realize, like at a certain point in time in history, the people who were doing the labor out here, the cheap labor, they were Chinese immigrants. And if you see certain cities in the border in Mexico, they actually have Chinatowns. Like I think in Tijuana or in on the border, they have a Chinatown that's very famous
Yeah.
because back in the day they had a lot of Chinese people because Chinese people were doing the work on the railroads in back in Mexico, in old early United States Mexico. But guess what happened to them? The politics started being like, oh, Chinese people are the enemy. They're taking all
The
the
threat.
jobs. Immediately, they cut off all Chinese immigration. No more Chinese people. So guess what they needed? They needed more labor. Where we can get the cheap labor like Chinese people? Oh, let's go to Mexico. So all the companies in U.S. they started marketing in Mexico. They had marketers, they had businessmen to go in the railroads in Mexico in the small towns say, hey, single men, this and that, come up here. There's work for you. Come get work. We need cheap labor. Next thing you know, bro. Next thing you know, a swath of Mexican single men go up to what is the United States, southwestern United States, to work on the railroads, to work in the mines and the farms. And guess what happens in there? They use your labor, and then when it's politically convenient, they kick your ass out and they make you into the worst thing. But they always need you, and this has been going on for more than 100, 200, 300 years. They they need you. They bring you. They market you, and then they act like you're the enemy. But the people who are doing it are the U.S. businesses, bro. So think about that, how that works. They always need you, and I'll
That's
man,
facts, bro. That's
if you
facts,
want to learn
bro.
more about this, I could go like, man, this literally a whole book is written about this. If you want to read the book, it's right here. It's called Becoming Mexican American. Look into this book. It'll teach you all about that history of the borderlands. But I'll leave you off with a good quote because I could go off forever about this shit. But look, so there's a good quote right here from the book that says, the psychology of the average Mexican alien, unskilled worker from Mexico is that when he enters in any manner into the United States, that he is only upon a visit into an unknown portion of his own country. He is independent and does not consider he is an immigrant alien, uh, but rather in what is termed the United States by right of birth and possession, the country of his forebears, the territory acquired after the War of 1846, and the territory subsequently ceded in 1856, known as the Gadsden Purchase. To him, there is no real or imaginary line. So this quote, if you listen to it, this quote is by the report to the U.S. Secretary of Labor in 1922. So this is a quote in 1922 that says, when a Mexican person goes into the United States, they don't feel like they're going into a foreign land. They feel like they're going into their home, right? So what you have to understand in this book, it outlines um, when there was no border back then. So back then, before Mexicans were the demon, the alien, the demon, this and that.
Illegal alien,
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
before that, it was just a line in the sand. You'd cross it, you go to work, you cross it, and then you come back and you come back home. But when it became a political movement, they start, oh no, no more Mexicans, no more Mexicans. So now they shut the line. So now the people who crossed it to go to work, they're like, fuck, man, like, I gotta make money over here. So now they stayed there. So you guys created the problem because people want to go back home. You know, before that, it was just a line where people go back and forth, right? People will go back and forth for work. They want to go back home. They don't want to stay there. But when you say, "Oh man, we got to keep them out," now they're like, "Fuck, I gotta go work. Now I gotta stay here for 6 months, make enough money, and then go back." And then eventually it turns into, "Oh, I'm gonna just stay more and more and more." Now you have all this community. So you guys created it. The people who are afraid of the immigrant alien, you are the one who created this shit, bro. It's your fault. Because people, if you let people go and live, there was a whole centuries of people going back and forth. They want to go back home. People don't want to stay there. People want to go make a few bucks and come back. And that's what's the change. When you start demonizing people and kicking them out, man, you change the whole landscape. So the U.S. businesses, the corporations, are the ones who change this shit, bro. They're the ones who not only they brought the people over more than ever in the early 1900s. They're the ones who um, shut the border down almost because they're political games, and because back then you go back and forth, back and forth, back
Their
and forth.
political ideology, bro. Basically, right?
It's they use you when it's convenient, and when it's not convenient, they start making you into the enemy. And you've seen this happen for hundreds of years, bro. So don't ever lie to yourself. They ain't on your side, bro. Basically like that. So this is the topic that we had.
Damn,
yeah,
bro, you sound like John F. Kennedy right now,
John
bro. I'm
F.
about to
John
vote
F.
for
Keister, bro. Right here, bro.
Hey,
You
go
can
vote
listen.
for Eddie Med, right?
Yeah, Eddie.
President 2027.
Nah, but yeah, bro. So we had a sick ass podcast, bro.
Damn, bro, that shit's fucking man. That was straight facts right there, bro. Like that, the whole world needs to hear that, and after they do, bro, they're gonna come after us.
So I'll give you one more quote right here.
You're on fire right now, my boy.
So it says right here. This is the quote from the author of the book, George A. Sanchez, says, "Mexican mass migration was not due to individual decision making and the search for extra cash. It began as a highly organized movement to provide the American Southwest with substantial labor from Mexico." So it's not about a bunch of Mexicans wanting to come over and take everything. The businesses needed a bunch of Mexicans to come over and do work. And now we're the demons, bro. And now we're the demons, bro. They're putting people against each other, but meanwhile, the people on top, they don't give a fuck about you, bro. The people on top, they do not give a fuck about anybody. The white, black, whatever, they're your real enemy, bro. Remember that shit. Remember that one.
I was about to get my cell phone right now and record you because I was like, you know how when a good song comes up and everybody be recording that shit, bro? I was like, man, that's a good idea to capture this shit at this moment, bro. You sound like your next president right now, fool.
Man.
Damn, you say that in a political view, fool, they're gonna fucking vote for you right there, man. Damn, bro.
There you go, man.
Damn, that was beautiful, my boy. You couldn't say any better than that, my boy.
Man, so
holy fuck, bro.
Damn,
That was
bro.
good, man.
But we're winding
That's
down.
facts, bro.
We hey, thank you, man. We already have a bunch of topics that we have talked about. And is there anything you wanna tap into, or?
I think you elaborated a lot, bro. Like, man, I couldn't say any better than you, bro. But that shit was, the whole world needs to hear that shit, man. Like, damn, bro.
That
was
off on that high
bro.
note. On the high note.
I can't, fool. Like, that's too much right there, bro. Like, that's already like 100, man. You know when you do that special combo in Mortal Kombat,
the
bro?
fatality.
Like, the fatality, Mortal Kombat
bro.
shit, man.
I gotta put the glass on again for
There
the
you go.
fatality.
There you go, man.
FOO-OLOGY podcast.
Man, I can't go any deeper than that, bro. That shit was, at this moment, at this time, bro, you just nailed it, bro. That shit was, man.
All right, man.
That shit was good. But well,
So-
we appreciate everybody that been hearing. If you haven't heard this one, man, this is a fire ass one.
What should we title it, bro?
Mexican Keister X.
Mexican Keister X. Mexican History X.
The next
John F.
F.
Keister.
Mex-
John F. Keister. Well, that's the podcast right there. John F. Keister.
John F. Keister from San Ana.
John F. Keister.
The next president from 2027.
There you go. John
Straight
F.
up,
Keister
man. Damn. So
podcast
like
right there.
presidential, like political shit. That shit is good, man. Hey, and be careful because they're gonna fucking probably use our shit, bro. From next the candidate,
fucking
bro.
political
They be
promo.
hearing this shit. They're gonna hear this shit, bro.
Candace Owens gonna research your ass.
Hey, let her research me, bro. She got some good meat coming for her, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Candace Owens, bro.
Nah, yeah, straight up. Yeah, I like her.
Nah,
Bro.
man,
I like
but-
her. She's cool. She's
Yeah,
really,
yeah,
she
well-
seems like she's really cool. Yeah,
They seem cool right now, but we'll see what happens with them because I don't know if I trust these.
exactly. Yeah,
motherfuckers, man.
because that one knucklehead Charlie some shit.
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I was rooting for that fool, and then after this fool became a little bitch fool, he sold out ass fool, bro.
Oh, with the,
Sold out to the fucking Israel people, bro.
That's what they're all doing, man. Their money.
They put that nice little email check on you, bro. Be like, hey, shut your ass up. We see you following. We got 20 million for you.
They get a
and,
few bucks and then
You get some couple million, bro, and be like, man, you know what? And then they'll be changing your mind. Be like, you know what? They're not the enemy anymore, fool.
they're my friends.
They're my friends, fool. Like, man, they're doing God's work, actually. Bitch ass fools, bro. But yeah,
Yeah.
man.
And that's a fact, though. But yeah, bro.
You see it in them, bruh. The truth always comes out, and people are always here. They're not stupid, fool. We're not all fucking retarded, bruh. We people see the real facts, and they try to follow what is right for all of us, right? Because we're not all fucking assholes too, bruh. But for the most part, we always try to follow the truth and follow people that speak the truth. So yeah. Anyways, bruh.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. 100%.
But yeah.
This was a good one. I mean, we'll figure out what do we do next time if we come back here or go somewhere else. But lately, it's been good. Actually, we have a few good things going on, man. We have a lot of things in the works.
Yep.
And if you're
yep.
listening to
Hell
this,
yeah,
if you have any products that you want to sponsor, do you want to insert? Right now is the time, bro, because this is the perfect timing for you guys. Because like we got
Cheap
decent
while
prices.
you can right now, bruh.
Yeah,
Not even cheap, but
yeah, we got good prices right now, but we already know some other kind of stuff that it's gonna be
exactly, yeah.
a different type of thing. But
You're gonna see some way better shit coming through soon, bruh. Soon.
man,
And we're not just talking, we're doing
It's-
action shit,
yeah.
man.
it's a fact, right?
Yeah,
there.
hear me?
100%. Like we already got some few things going on, but it's all been good, man. Like this is just for fun, also, and to help people out, give our message, and it also comes naturally to us. This is our natural skill set, and
Exactly, bro.
yeah.
And you ain't. It's like that one saying: you ain't taking my cornbread, bro. For that movie Life, bro. You ain't taking my cornbread.
There
That's
you
for
go,
damn
bro.
sure.
That's a fact, right
That's
there.
for damn sure.
Yeah, man.
I'm from New York City.
Yeah, from New York.
That's what your boy said for. He's like, I'll take your cornbread if I want to, boy.
You take my. That's funny
But
as
yeah,
hell, man. But no, that was a good one.
But yeah, man, it was a really
Peace
good
out.
one. Thank you guys. Also share, subscribe when this audio's out. You all really appreciate it. We all appreciate it, bro.
Exactly,
If
man.
you do your thing, but I think this one's gonna be pretty good. Your boy Gavin Newsom's for sure gonna listen to this one, man, because this was gonna be for the vaccine shit. Because we're gonna be the higher people by that time, bro.
Oh, that's another topic.
Straight
bro.
up,
That's
bro.
another topic we could say for next time. But that's
Straight up, man.
I got more shit in the story, bro. That's another shit right there.
Yeah, 100%.
That's another whole shit right there. But if you guys want to hear that, the rest we got, tune in next time.
Tune in, man. We're gonna be on the sick one. All right, thank you guys I appreciate you for listening. Peace.